My name is Edie Biel. You can call me Bill. We started this farm in 1986, so we've been here about 25 years. We had done the hog operation for 20 years, and we knew that the facilities were wearing out. We knew the markets were changing, that it wasn't going to work on a family farm setting. But we also knew we enjoyed being here. We had already developed for 20 years a place that we would enjoy being, so we said, what do we like doing? Well, we still like plants and animals, and I'd never got to do a lot of plant work except a lot of trees and shelter belts and stuff. So I said, we have experience, it's something we could move into, but we did have to learn then was direct marketing and working on the marketing side and the people side. I basically decided to grow a little of everything to see what really worked well here. So fruit side, we have strawberries, raspberries, Saskatoon. I have a few apple trees, sour cherry, honeyberry, rhubarb, black currant. Size-wise, that would encompass about 15 acres of different fruits. We market our produce in several ways. We have done farmers market, we do U-Pick, and now we also do a community shared agriculture program to market the produce. I knew raspberries would work. I never did a lot of strawberries, but they are really working well. And that is a little bit to do with the land. CSA has worked well, partly because every year is different. There's different growing conditions. And that way, we're not trying to say we're a one style, one commodity grower. We grow whatever we grow, and then that is what goes to our share members. I like that model because I know that every year is extremely variable. We have developed a cafe, or an approved kitchen was one of the intentions, so that we could produce and process jams and other products from our produce. So we did create a little cafe at the same time, so when people are here at the U-Pick in the summer, and then they could try soups from our produce, or or some of the desserts, from some of the fruits and things like that. While we were doing it, we put a little sort of an exclusive bed and breakfast upstairs. It's almost really like a honeymoon suite more than anything, or anniversary suite. And we're developing a little catalog that we've just put online. We're starting to diversify so that people can experience us in different ways. The whole focus is, partly for our purposes, was to get them to come to our farm. Well, last summer we did have some guests that came that were able to come to the cafe, and they had come to spend a night at the bed and breakfast. And that stayed for the second night. They started U-picking in Saskatoons or strawberries or something like that. And then I think they signed up for the rest of the CSA for the rest of the summer. I'm starting to realize you could call me the lazy gardener, because I'd rather find the most natural way of doing things, and let the insects do their job. And a lot of times Weeds can be a problem, but then there's times when I'm glad they're there. I have some pictures of my first strawberry patch, which is actually a canola field that no one knew there were strawberries growing underneath until I started trying to weed in there. The strawberries did really well underneath, so I thought, now I've just simplified my work. Starting to learn no-till techniques, I guess. First couple of years I used to wear out rototillers trying to keep everything loose, and that's not good for our soil type. We do organic style of farming, so we're not out there spraying chemicals. We're going to do mechanical or other means. One of the key things would be what kind of image you are portraying. Your materials have to be congruent. Your approach on your farm has to match what someone is saying about it. I remember the first year we said it's about the natural healthy products that we grow. It's about being able to get people to experience and kind of understand produce and what they're eating, their foods, their diets. Even though we're not the experts, we just know there are healthier ways of producing. We've tried different media through radio, ad, newspaper. We've had some newspapers have articles on us. We've had just Kijiji. We've tried various ways, and it seems as though everyone has produced a small result somewhere. But ultimately, we do always ask for emails and addresses and whether we can inform people when produce is ready, or that I think is still the easiest, concise, consistent way is to ask once you meet them. And we have to do that to the UPEC people on the farm. Can you give us your information so we can give the word, right? I think the opportunity is big because of the desire to be a little more conscious, aware of what you're eating. I like being green, I like the concept of being green, but I don't want to be green to the point of ignoring all the technology and the knowledge that has been gained along the way. I was thinking of the land that we had been here 20 years. I understood what our land was like and what it could do. So if someone's starting, it's like, say, okay, I want to start something and just go find some land. That could be a big problem because you don't know what can grow on that land. So understanding your soil or your land is key. Understanding your weather patterns is key. People would say, how did you get these strawberries when everybody else is drying up? I says, well, it's the land. I understood my land. I realized that was key to understand a lot, that I'm in a region that there's a fair amount of moisture. I mean, I don't have to consider irrigation seriously. I just realized my 4-H motto when I was in 4-H was learn to do by doing, and I thought, well, I guess that's about the best one for me, because you can read the books, but if your land is a little different or the weather turns out to be a different year, then they're not going to cover all the scenarios you're going to run into. The success is that we just continue to go day by day, and we're at this point now where we say, well, what's next for the next, to stay for, to work and make the business work for another 5 years. So I would say the creation of a unique world that others can experience and enjoy. And I think in the long run, that's what my real vision is. The main experience is just a peacefulness and a relaxation to just let your cares go from the day and know that if there's produce, it's a quality produce, and that we want you to experience that we care about what we're doing, and that we know that when you do, pick up strawberries or whatever, or get the vegetable shares, that it's about our heartfelt commitment to production.